Alright, guten Tag and welcome back to another episode to Fabian 30-minute meals. If you can't do it in 30 minutes or less, you're doing it wrong. You might remember me from such reality TV shows as Keeping Up with the Schwarzenbergers and Survivor ER Edition. Today we're gonna do Meatloaf. Alright, let's get started because we only got 30 minutes, so we're gonna zoom this along. We got some bread, we're gonna soak this in hot water. Bread, look at that, like leftover pieces. We're gonna soak this in lukewarm water. We're gonna come back to this in a minute and keep squishing it down. We got our ground beef. We're gonna do 73% higher fat content. Makes for a juicier meatloaf. So we throw this in our bowl. I have a bunch of leftover onions, so we're gonna use those all up. They're like super tiny. We've got 5.5 pounds of ground beef. So like about 1 large onion, 2 large onions, 2.5 large onions. That's all. They are potent. Ooh-wee. Step back a little bit. Oh. Tears of joy for the meatloaf. Freshly peeled garlic, the lazy variety here. Yeah, just a hand 6, sounds good. There's a little press, squeeze these things. There we go. Alright, throw that in there. I have some parsley, I still had some frozen parsley, so we'll throw that in there. If you want to keep your herbs, you can just chop them up, put them in a little container bag or something, throw them in the freezer for later. Preserve them. We got some fresh parsley here still from the garden, so we throw that in there as well. Give this a quick chop.
You're not going to make me run out of the garden this time?
Nope, we're not going to run to it. I already picked it up. Look at the bread, a little like twist here. It's already like kind of falling apart nicely, so that a little bit more. So we'll turn the oven on to 375. We'll need about 6 eggs in here. So throw some eggs in there. Need about, let's say about 2 tablespoons of salt on here. So we're gonna add a little cayenne. 2 teaspoons. We don't want to go overboard. We'll add a tablespoon of paprika, some pepper. It's also going to require a good tablespoon. So I'll be here for a while turning this. Okay, we'll come back to the bread. Nicely soaked. So we'll squeeze out the water now. So we'll get a little fancy now. We're going to add some cucumbers, little gherkins to this. Do about 8 of these guys. Cube these real quick.
You've not done pickles before?
No, this is the first time I'm using pickles in this.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have had it.
I've had it. I have never cooked this before.
It's not just a random idea.
No, it's not a random idea. Yes, I've never done this before. We're going to try this out and see how it goes.
Okay.
We're going to feed this to the kids. If not, we got Zola. Actually, Zola can't have it. She's on a diet. Which means she's not going to get any meatloaf today. Oh, poor Zola. Toss that in there.
15 minutes, halfway.
Halfway. Oh my word. Alright, we're going to add some capers too. I'm going to give these guys a chop. What else shall I add?
It's like meatloaf gumbo. Just throw it all in.
That's what it pretty much is. It's just like one of those leftover meals. I got a bunch of bread leftovers. I got some onions that need to be used up.
It's good though.
Well, yeah. Got the meat heavily discounted again.
All about quality here.
Yeah.
Fabian's 30-minute meals.
Yes, quality. No, really like we're doing it quick and we're saving too. We're going to add some lemon juice here as well. There's only need about half a lemon here for this one. So squeeze that right in there. Alright, I'm gonna keep the lemon. I'm gonna put that in my disposal later. Get my disposal nice and fresh. Don't waste none, right? So I'm gonna dive in and mix this stuff up real quick. Of course, you can use a spoon, but we're gonna assume I washed my hands.
You washed your hands last time you did this, so it's fine.
Yes.
You haven't touched anything or done anything dirty at all since then.
Nothing. All this is gonna get up to like 160 degrees anyway. That should kill most of it. Oop. Good. You can let that rest for half an hour if you wanted to, or you just throw this directly into our little form over here. Looks like we got like a good size. I actually might make two. Look at that. Yeah, we're gonna make two. Alright. Make a second one. Alright. Plop. Plop. Proportionally in size. Fine. I'll fill it with cheese.
Sure.
Sure. Oh, I kind of put a little groove in here. I now do have to wash my hands because I got the cheese. Some shredded cheese, throw that right in there. And same over here. Alright, push that down. Well, fold over. And close the cheese and the meat tone. Brings back memories from Survivor ER edition. Well, put his innards back.
We won't. We can't say who the meat was.
Oh, we have the temperature. Look at that.
Ah.
More chance again. I'm gonna add some bacon. Bacon crust. Yeah. Oh no, now somebody is waking up over there.
It's not in your calorie budget, Zola.
Yeah. I don't think we have enough bacon really to braid these each one, but if you do have just one and plenty of bacon, you can add like a nice braided effect on top. Yeah, so that makes one. Like that.
Get out of frame. It was like
See. Perfect. All right, we're gonna throw these into the oven at 375 for about an hour. But we'll come back to these in between real quick. Add some additional stuff to it. So, we're gonna make some mashed potatoes because you can't have meatloaf without mashed potatoes, right?
Right.
So we're gonna kick up these mashed potatoes and we're gonna make Tex-Mex mashed potatoes. Throw that in here. We're gonna chop up the potatoes real quick so they cook a little faster. So I'll just give them a like quick rough chop here. Alright, so we got the potatoes in the pot. We'll give them like a quick stir around here. See, there's like still like some dirt on here. And I will fill those back up with water. In the meantime, we'll chop another onion here. Because I don't feel like actually making a vegetable side. So we're going to put the vegetables in the mashed potatoes,
okay,
which more or less gives you the carbs and the vegetables in one, right? Dice. Just so they're covered, we'll throw them over here. Give them about a tablespoon of salt. We'll lid it on. We're actually not going to turn these guys on yet, because we want to time this with our meatloaf. So we're going to chop the onions real quick.
So you just let those soak until...
I'll turn them on in like half an hour. So it like comes, they'll more or less finish at the same time.
Gotcha.
They can sit there and cool off a little bit too. We'll put these in our frying pan. We're going to use the good snacking butter.
Snacking butter?
Snacking butter. I read this. Apparently people use this as snacking butter. This is like the good Irish, like grass-fed butter. So
They just sit there and
they just
eat little bits off of it?
Yeah, you just eat this. Actually, my kids eat this stuff. So like 2 tablespoons of butter, throw that in there, turn that on. When people, like guests come over, you bring out the snacking butter, or you don't give them the snacking butter because you want to keep it to yourself.
Don't give away that good butter.
Don't give away the good butter, that's a snacking butter. Give them the crappy stuff. So we're gonna like cut up some bell peppers here, whatever color you desire. Just cube these as well.
Would you like to be informed that you're over the 30-minute mark?
I'm over the 30-minute mark?
You are.
What? Oh man.
So,
well,
you're gonna have to admit,
yep,
you're doing it wrong.
I'm doing it wrong. Well, Meatloaf does take a little longer, doesn't it?
Just took us what, 5 episodes?
5 episodes to already fail. Oh
already
man. We'll add another one now that we have time. I can like slow down, right? Alright. Oh, I guess you're having a phone call coming.
Wow, I put it on Do Not Disturb.
We're being interrupted. Throw those in there. Because I should have prepared more.
No, that's cheating.
That's cheating, right?
I mean, you know, we make our own rules.
Yes.
But
It's like, well, if you can't do it in 45 minutes, you're doing it wrong.
tell me to change the name.
So we're going to add a jalapeno, whatever, to this.
Change the name of the whole.
Yeah, we're going to change all the episodes now. I'm going to take out the seeds because the kids and the wife and so
Is
forth.
it the seeds or the skin?
The seeds and the like little membrane in there. That has the
heat.
That has the most heat. So
Okay.
we'll cut that out. And then if you like heat, you don't have to use a jalapeno. You can use a habanero. Oh. Alright, we'll add that to the pan. Quick stir.
So pro. Should do an episode of not even using any utensils. It's about where we are, isn't it? Except for the knife.
Except for the knife, yeah. I haven't actually used the spoon yet. We're gonna add 2 cans of the little green chilies, 4-ounce cans, so 8 ounces total, to the pan as well. All that is gonna go in the mashed potatoes. So I might as well open this. We're gonna throw these crushed tomatoes on top of our meatloaves to kind of generate some sauce. I'll have to go in the pantry and see if I have another one of these cans, because we have 2 loaves. So I don't have another one crushed, but we're just gonna use some diced tomatoes. Same thing, it's a tomato, right?
Cool.
They fire roasted. Going fancy on that meatloaf. We'll open this up, we'll throw those on there. We'll just toss this on the sides. That's gonna give us a nice sauce.
You know, one fire roasted and one not.
One fire, we're gonna try the difference. So, we'll just put this back in, let them go. So all we have to do is mashed potatoes, actually just turn them on, like 15, 20 minutes, about 20 minutes before our meatloaf is gonna come out, and then we'll mash them.
Boil them, mash them, stick them in stew.
Yep, mash them up. All right, I've turned on the mashed potatoes, or I just actually turned on the potatoes. They're not mashed yet. So they are to the point where they are soft, so we can stick our knife in and they fall right off. We can test that. See, they'll come, they are like actually pretty soft here. So take this part off. We're just gonna drain this real quick. I'm gonna mash these in this bowl so we can just directly go to serving when they're done. Also doesn't scratch this animal pot. Just a metal masher. So I already put like good 3 tablespoons of butter on the bottom of this bowl. We'll start mashing. Oh, that's milk. Half a cup here initially. Let's see how this will look like. Of course, you can always peel your potatoes if you don't want the skin in there before you cook them. It just all adds time. We're going to add our Max Fit vegetable and Tex-Mex mix here. Like throw this right on top. Or blend this right in here. Look at those colorful mashed potatoes. Add a little bit of salt here. A little bit of pepper. We do need a bigger masher. Tex-Mex style mashed potato. Vegetables and starch in one. Oh yeah, look at that. So we'll pull out our meatloaf here in a minute. And we're ready to eat. It's time to get that meatloaf out. For the last 5 to 10 minutes, we put it on broil and I crisp up that bacon nicely. So let's grab one and see how it turned out. Oh yeah, look at this one. This one is the one with the fire roasted tomatoes. Slice into this. Good. And there we have it. Meatloaf with Texas-style Tex-Mex mashed potatoes. Today it didn't quite turn out with 30 minutes.
So what does that mean?
Well, if you can't do it in 30 minutes, you're doing it wrong. So apparently we did it wrong today. Oh well. But I'm pretty sure it's all super good. And we'll see you next time doing something else. So remember, this is Fabian's 30-minute meals. If you can't do it in 30 minutes, you sure are doing it wrong.
Hammer that home.
Yeah.